How are you doing, Alycia?
I'm doing well, super blessed to be here.
You look fantastic, may I just say. Honestly, I feel like the last time you came to London, you looked great. You look like you're even in better condition now in the 5 weeks extra that you've had to prepare for this fight. Is that how you're feeling?
Yes, absolutely. I look at the pictures and I'm like, gosh, my arms and my shoulders look so big. But yes, the work has been put in, the preparation has been put in, and I'm so ready for this fight Saturday.
I mean, an extra 5 weeks, that's got to have some positives and negatives to it. Obviously, there must be quite a lot of pressure knowing that, your camp is extended for another little duration. How has that been kind of navigating?
I took everything as a positive. Honestly, I didn't dwell on the negative. I can't change the outcome of things. The only thing I can do is what can I improve moving forward, and that's exactly what I did. I took each day and I took advantage. I took advantage of the time, and I'm always trying to progress. I want this fight, and I'm here, and I'm gonna win.
Can I ask, in terms of the extra 5 weeks that you've had, what have been some of the main focuses of that time?
The main focus was, again, just sharpening up the things that we already know that we're best at. But I'm never satisfied with those things, and we don't want to get comfortable. So, again, just working on the jab, sharpening up the jab, my defense, just working on the technical things, the skills.
I mean, I would say, as a big fan of yours, as someone who watches you box, timing is super important to you, right? It's kind of like letting them walk into those shots. Is that something that, you're looking to utilize in this fight against Mikaela? Because she's a very come-forward fighter.
Absolutely. Again, when you're in the ring, you have to be smart. This is a chess match, and timing is everything. And because of my IQ and because of my skill set, I'm able to time people, and I'm going to time her. She's very vulnerable to come in with any type of punch, and so my job is to stop that, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
I mean, in terms of this fight, the build up to this fight, we have an amazing main event, but so many people have been like, you know what? I think the co-main event is going to steal the show. There is a lot of animosity between you guys. What is that about?
It comes down to respect. If Mikaela off-rip respected that I became a world champion the way I did it, my test came from betting on myself. I had all the odds stacked against me, and that's how I became world champion. And, there's just been disrespect. There's not been congratulations on your win. It's just been disrespect. It's been discredited. And you have to respect the fighter when you're in the fighting game. And I just feel like she just says a lot of things. And again, people who are disrespectful, you got to put them in their place.
So in terms of, the things that she does say, do you feel like that is coming from actually how she feels, or do you feel she's just doing that for the hype and kind of to build the fight up?
Oh, it's coming from how she feels. Listen, I study people, so, emotion speaks, and she speaks with emotion. I mean, if you've seen yesterday in the interview we did, she stood up. She felt something. I triggered her, so it's definitely emotional.
That's exactly where I was going to go to next, actually, was to talk about, the face-to-face that you guys had yesterday. It got extremely heated, and yes, she did stand up, and, you bit back. What was going through your mind in that moment?
I'm just like, why is this girl being so extra? But I understand. I honestly understand. She's triggered. She hasn't had anyone step up to her. Every girl that she's fought has came to fight her and go home. You have someone in front of you who wants to beat you. You have someone who's confident. She wants to say, I'm a loudmouth. I'm confident. And that triggers her. And so it's just telling. You see it in the interviews.
In terms of kind of what you said about her journey in boxing and the route that she's taken, she's kind of said things like, it bothers her, the route that I've taken. What is your response to that? Because is it something that bothers you, or is it actually something where you're like, you know what, I've done my groundwork in a different way?
Absolutely. My groundwork is different. Everybody has their own struggles. I'm not saying her struggle was less than mine. Everybody has struggles, but let's respect that. Don't think that I'm any less than you because you got a different path than I did. Let's respect that you did have resources. Let's respect that you did have people helping you along the way. These are just facts. And I'm thankful for my journey and the people who has helped me, but don't discredit those things.
And what's your response to the fact that she says that you don't really answer questions?
The questions that she's asking don't need a response.
I like that. That's a good response. I like that. just before we did this interview, I asked you a few questions on my phone, and you mentioned something about speaking things into existence. How important is manifestation, speaking things into existence for you and for your journey?
Listen, I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. I believe in just the path that He has for me. I am highly favored. I knew this from a young girl when I was like 5 years old. My parents seen something special in me, this gift and this talent, and it's my job and my duty to uphold this assignment that I was given. And I believe in words. The tongue is powerful, so you speak into the things that you want. And I have been speaking into this life of mine that I will become undisputed. I will be a champion. I will be something in this world. I will make a name for myself. This is what I've been preaching since a young girl. I wrote this in my journal. I'm seeing it unfold, and it's just amazing. It makes me feel good because I've seen it unfold.
In terms of, the fact that you said that you're highly favored and it's something that you've known since you were young, what was it that made you feel that at a young age?
Just my upbringing and just my assignment. Again, like my parents knew before I did, and that's why my dad put me in boxing. That's why my parents started me in wrestling at 5 years old. They seen something like, she has a gift. Like, I'm naturally built. I didn't just get these muscles in the gym. Like, this is a naturally born physique that I have, and so there's something behind that, and boxing was that.
It's so forward thinking, actually, when you really consider it, for your parents to know when you were young that the pool of women is very small in boxing. It's growing now, but at that point it wasn't something that was super popular among females. So it's very forward thinking of your parents. How much do you appreciate that now?
I appreciate it so very much. My parents instilled hard work ethic in me. We didn't have it easy, but my parents made a way. Whatever we had, we made a way with it, and we were so confident in that if we can do this, we can do anything, and that's what my parents instilled in me.
And obviously, now that you're on the path to further success, it's something that you can give back to your parents and give back to your family.
Absolutely, and I'm so thankful to be in this position that I'm able to do that. I was able to fly my family here last time. I was able to bring them this time again. So that means everything, because this is the position I was put in to help my parents get here for all the sacrifices they made for me.
It's so beautiful, actually. Finally, Alycia the Bomb Baumgardner, if you have one message for Mikaela ahead of Saturday night, what would that message be?
My message is, I hope you understand that you chose somebody and you chose the right one.
I love it. Alycia, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.